How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. It's a wonderful Saturday. It's hot, but we're going to get right into the recipe. We're going to do my favorite part, which is the mise en place, the ingredient rundown. Cameraman, follow me. All right, so we have 4 pounds of Kobe style ground beef. You can use whatever type of ground beef you want. I got it when Aldi was having a sale. I went ham and bought a lot of Kobe style ground beef. I have some Kraft cheddar cheese. I got the cheddar and a cedro. I can't say that, but basically it has taco seasoning in it. I have 2 things of chopped green chilies. I have a salsa packet. I have some taco packets. I have garlic. I have an onion. I have a lime. I have a pasilla pepper. I have cilantro, and I have 3.5 pounds of tomatoes. And then I have these artisan romaine hearty lettuce things that we're going to wrap our meat in. So now that we got that out the way, let's get right into the recipe. We are going to start getting our pasilla pepper and onion ready for our meat mixture that we're gonna cook. So I'm going to cut up the pasilla pepper. I'm gonna cut it the same way that I cut the bell peppers, just moving it around, getting rid of some of the stem and basically the bulb seed part out the way. All right, got a little seeds left in the thingy, so I'm just gonna run some water and rinse it out. All right, good to go. All right, so now we're going to chop it. I'm just going to make small dices. Now I use the pasilla pepper because it has medium heat on it, but I wanted to do something a little different than bell peppers. Nice little medium dice on this pasilla pepper. You don't have to worry about removing the veins because, like I said, it's not like a jalapeno or a habanero type of spice, so you're good. Now I'm going to do the same medium dice on the onion. I just have a regular yellow onion that I use. So like I always tell you, when we're cutting, we want to make sure that we have knife safety. We want to make sure that we keep our hands out the way and only cut and go as fast as you feel comfortable doing so. It's not a race. Take your time at this part because we do not want to go to the hospital. That's not fun. Alright, let's slide this half out the way. We're gonna repeat it. Remember, see how my hands are far out the way? Thumb is out the way. And I keep my hand away from the blade as I go through to make the slits so I can dice it. Then when it gets to about this part right here to where you really can't hold it, you just want to make some slices and then just come in and just dice it like this. So that way you don't have any cut fingers. All right, so we're going to turn our pan up to medium. I had my pan getting hot as I was dicing the vegetables. So my pan is nice and warm. I added some oil in. I'm going to add in the pasilla pepper and our medium onion into the pan. Get that cooking a little bit. Alright, then we're going to add in our green chilies. Let all this cook together. The chopped green chilies that we got. I like these already chopped because they're so convenient. Alright, put all that together. Move this off to the side. We'll add our garlic in about 3 minutes when the mixture is almost finished, so that way the garlic does not burn. We'll get a spatula and we'll move around the vegetables because we want to get everything nice and incorporated. I'm going to let this cook for about 3 minutes. We'll come back, add the garlic. We'll let that cook, and then we'll add in our meat. See you guys in a second. The vegetables have been cooking for about 3 minutes. We are going to add in our garlic. Now remember, you don't want to add your garlic at the beginning because you do not want your garlic to burn. And then when it burns, it gets all bitter and nasty, and then no one wants it. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of garlic. It's off to the side. I'm going to mix it around because you want garlic to kind of be well incorporated so that it doesn't burn also if it sits in a hot spot for too long. All right, so we're going to let this cook for about another 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll get our ground beef going in the pan. See you guys back in a second. All right, so everything is going good. It's nice and fragrant. I can smell the garlic. Now I'm going to add in our 4 pounds of the Kobe style beef that I got. Whew, that was a close one. All right, put it all in. All right. So the cameraman just asked me, were we going to use salt and pepper? The answer is no, because I have the 2 spice packets. So we're going to cook everything first, put the spice packets in, then we're going to taste it to make sure that the seasonings are balanced. And if not, that's when we'll add in more salt and pepper. So I'm going to get all this cooked up for about 7 minutes, get my meat all broken down, mixed in with the peppers, and then we'll come back when it's time to add in the spice packets. See you guys in a second. So I have the meat broken down. Now I want to give you guys just a little cooking tip. While I was breaking down the meat, I turned it down to low so that way I can focus on getting the meat broken up and it not cooking and getting tough or burning while I'm focusing in on one area. So now that the meat is broken down, everything is going to cook evenly. I'm going to turn it back up to medium. I'm just going to watch it, move it around occasionally to make sure that it gets a nice color on it and it does its thing. So I'll see you guys back in 7 minutes. So today, the cameraman just has so many questions. I asked her if she wanted to switch places. She asked me, was I going to drain the fat, the grease off the beef? Of course I am. We're not going to eat greasy lettuce wrapped tacos. So cameraman, follow me. I'm going to take the pan, put it in my strainer that I conveniently set up in the sink. Get it all in there. Now I'm going to take the pan, put it back on the stove. I'm going to grab a paper towel and just wipe out all the grease that was left over in the pan. Get another one. All right, so we're going to let that sit in the colander for a few minutes because we want to make sure we get all the grease out. Meat mess. We're going to move on to our tomatoes that we're going to put in the bowl that we're going to put on top of the lettuce wrapped tacos. So I'm just going to dice the tomatoes. Nothing fancy, just regular diced tomatoes. Tomatoes are very slippery, so take your time. Watch out. Don't want you to cut yourself. This is the way that I found is the easiest way to chop a tomato. If you know an easier way, by all means, do that. But like I said, I don't want anyone to cut themselves. So I like to make sure we have nice big chunks so we can see, hold the tomato, and then we just chop it. All right. Normally I kind of take the seeds and stuff out, but we're not going to do that this time. We want to kind of make like a little bit of juice, and we want to have that little added natural juice into the salsa. So I'm going to cut up all these tomatoes and then we'll come back and we'll start putting together the salsa together. We're going to finish up the salsa so that way we're not trying to multitask and something gets jacked up. So cameraman, let's bring it in and let's finish up this salsa. I've chopped up the tomatoes. Now I'm going to add in some cilantro. I'm going to chop that up. Remember what I tell you about chopping? Fingers out the way. Go as fast or slow as you need to. So that way you have knife safety. Only take as much as you can handle. Please keep your fingers out the way. Can't tell you how many times I almost chopped my fingers off cutting things like cilantro, not paying attention. I'm just happy that I still have all my fingers at this point. All right, so we're gonna throw this right into the salsa. Okay. Make sure we get, all right, we got it all. Okay. We're gonna take our salsa packet. We're going to dump that over. We're going to take this lime and we're gonna use half of it for the salsa. Make sure I get all the juices out because this lime wasn't for free. I had to pay for it. So I want it all. All right. Let me rinse my hands off real quick. Now let me grab a spoon so that way I can mix everything together. I'll bring it into you guys. This is smelling and looking so good. I love these packets. I actually used them before when I was making chips and salsa at home with some guacamole. And I was like, oh, this packet is fire. So now I buy them as my little go-to seasoning packet so I can make me some good fresh salsa. And when you know, you can throw it in when you're making some homemade pico de gallo. Hell, you can even put it in your guacamole. All right, so let's try it. Now, remember, you can always add, but you can't take out. So let's try the salsa. Fire. Okay, so I'm gonna have just a pinch of salt. Just a little pinch. All right, rinse my hands off. Grab another spoon. Mix it all together. Okay, let's try it one more time. All right, we're on the money. These tomatoes are so good. I got them at the farmer's market this morning. All right, so now back to the meat. We got the salsa done, so now we can focus and we're not gonna mess up anything or burn anything. We're gonna move the skillet over here because we don't wanna make a greasy meat mess. I'm going to put our meat back in here that's been sitting in the strainer for about 5-7 minutes. I have it on low. Now we're going to add in our spice packets. So I'm gonna mix this all up. Not gonna add any water like it says. I don't want meat mush. I just want meat with some seasoning. I'm gonna take my time so I don't get it all over the place and the cameraman flips out. Remember, we're gonna taste for seasoning because like I always say, we can add, but we cannot take out. Oh, goodness. All right. Meat's still nice and warm. We'll put a lid on it. And remember, I try to get as much of the liquid off of the meat because we are wrapping it in lettuce and you don't want it to be mushy. All right, let's try it. I think it's perfect. I'm so excited. All right, so the meat is finished. So mix this, man, it is so good, so much flavor. I'm excited. All right, meat is finished. It's all incorporated, mixed around. Put it on low so we can keep it warm. And some cilantro to the meat when it was finished. So ready to go. Add it in. Cilantro bomb. All right. Now we're gonna add in that other half a lime that I was telling you about that we did not use, because that's also going to brighten up the dish. All right. All right, so now it's all in there. We're rocking, we're rolling. The tomatoes are bright. The meat is bright and fresh and seasoned. All right. Now we can lid it. That cilantro in there. Get all cleaned up because we are going to focus on the important part, the shells. Get them clean, get them cut, and then we're going to do our favorite part, which is eating. So I'll see you guys back in a second. All right, we're back. We've cleaned up. We got set up so we can start working on our taco shells. So cameraman, let's bring it in so we can start cleaning and cutting these. So I'm not going to cut too much off, just about right here. So that way it still has a nice amount of shellness. So I'm just gonna separate these like so. I'm gonna make sure not to do too many at once, so that way my leaves can get nice and clean. All right, put them apart. Okay, not really taco shellish. All right, we're gonna do one more. Ooh, lost a piece of shell. I'm gonna turn it this way so you guys can see. About right here. They all look nice, the outer leaves, so no need to dispose of them. All right. They're all loose. Loose as a goose. All right. Ooh. Heavy-handed. All right. Get all these off. All right. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to use all of the lettuce because you know it's like start getting super small, and you know that'll just be like a waste. Maybe we can find a way to repurpose it for like a dip or something. Use it as a chip. All right, so we have 2 heads. You probably need more, but like I said, you know, you just kind of want to do a little bit at a time. So I'm gonna put it under cold running water, and then I'm going to rinse the leaves thoroughly, like this. Make sure we get off any little bugs, any dirt, anything that may be on the leaves. So I'm going to do this, and then we'll come back and we'll start assembling our lettuce wraps. See you guys in a second. All right, so we've cut, cleaned, and dried the lettuce. I set up my little taco making station because I'm excited. So I'm going to come in here and grab a freshly cleaned and cut piece of lettuce. I'm going to slide down here and grab some meat for the shell. Put it right in here like a little canoe. I'm excited. Okay. I'm gonna slide back down here. I'm gonna grab some cheese because I kind of like my cheese a little melty. Then I'm gonna hit it with some nice sour cream. A dollop there, a dollop here. I'm gonna hit it with some tomatoes. Just a little bit more tomatoes. Then I decided to put a little lettuce on my lettuce. And then because I like it spicy, I'm gonna put this chipotle sauce on here. that I love. I'm excited. Okay, so now let's talk about this before I take a bite. We have our artisan romaine lettuce leaf. We have our meat. We have our cheese. We have sour cream. We have our tomato salsa we made. We have our shredded lettuce, and we have some chipotle salsa. It's the part I've been waiting for. You've been waiting for. This shit is fire. I can't even tell the difference. The lettuce is crispy. The meat is warm, perfectly seasoned. That cheese. That sour cream. Tomato. Like always, my mouth is full, but thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Share, like, tell your friends, tell everybody about it. I'll see you guys next time.